Baltimore. The local time is 4:17 p.m. We will be taxiing for the next few minutes, so please remain seated with all seatbelts fastened and all items stowed until the seatbelt sign is turned off.
It was a dark day when I lost my faith. I wasn't the pony I thought I'd be, and it seemed that no one could relate. There was nothing left for me to see, so I took a walk to the edge of the town. The thought of leaving it all behind, when I saw a little letter fall right out of the sky, as a gray mare hovered way up high. I thought I was crazy when I saw her wave, and then simply fly away. So I opened the letter and looked inside, and what was written made my day. It said, "Isn't it great to be different? Isn't it wonderful to be exactly who you are? When you learn to start accepting yourself, you'll become a shining star."
There are people who simply, if they don't understand, they'll hate it. You know, they hate groups they don't understand, they hate fandoms they don't understand.
As I started doing research, I started finding that a lot of the I call them myths that people were saying were just totally wrong. You know, the Bronies were not a bunch of people living in their parents' basement. There were some kind of like, I guess you'd call them radio shows or programs where they were really hit programs. I mean, in a sense, they tried to bring people in, make you look bad, humiliate you. And the word got around, just don't, they were looking for Bronies, and Bronies were refusing to come forward. I think it's getting harder for them to do that because there's so much positive out there. There's so many newspaper articles and movies and stuff. So I think the fandom has gained benefit from that. People tend to be fans of lots of things. I mean, I don't mean many people who are a fan of one thing and that's it. By and large, the Bronies are gamers. I'd like to think everybody who's an avid fan of anything would realize the importance of let's pull it together. People would be more receptive, but sometimes it's not. I mean, sometimes they can be just as critical, if not more so.
You'll become a shining star.
Isn't it wonderful?
You'll become a shining star.
Isn't it great?
When you learn to love just who you
And the American Theater Wing's Tony goes to Lena Hall.
I love you so much. The girls, the women in my category, you're amazing. And thank you so much. Friendship is magic. Thank you.
I'm here to show you who I am. Throw off the veil, it's finally time. There's more to me than glitz and glam. Oh, and now I feel my stars align.
I want to watch some cartoons because I was feeling really kind of, super down. I was searching through Netflix and I was like, what's this? And it was very colorful, the poster of Pony Friendship is Magic. And I started watching it, season 1, episode 1. And I was like, all right, I'll just watch one episode and see what happens. And literally, yeah. I couldn't stop watching. I was like, what is this? This is so cool. Then I was nominated for a Tony Award, and I was heavily obsessed with season 4. Season finale was airing while I was doing all these interviews for the Tonys, and so I was doing it. And the day after I watched it, I was doing an interview and a photo shoot for Vanity Fair, and I was talking to the woman, and this is before the formal interview, and I was like, oh, she's like, so what's been going on? I'm like, all I can think about is season 4 finale of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. She's like, what's that? And I was like, let me tell you. I didn't think I was gonna win, so I had sort of written a speech, but not really. So I took these 2 pieces of paper out of my dress top, and I'm reading my speech, and last night I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And so I said, friendship is magic, and I went off stage. People were like, wait, what was that? Tony reference? Wait, did I hear right? Did she just say that out of the blue? Or was she referencing My Little Pony, So there was this whole, forum that started, people were asking the question, was it a shout out to the show, or is she just crazy? What did it mean? And I was like, I confirmed, of course, that it was a My Little Pony reference.
My Little Pony Friendship is magic. Look it up.
And anyway, so I confirmed, and then Hasbro reached out. And then they reached out and they were like, hey, so we're thinking about writing you an episode and being your character on the show. And I was like, what? That's every pony's dream is to be made into an actual pony on the show and get to voice their own character. And when they sent me the pony character, they were like, all right, so we were looking at photos of you on the red carpet and just get ideas of how we wanted your pony to look, colors and stuff like that. So then they sent me the pony and they were like, you can have any kind of, you can make the pony look any way you want, really. This is just a suggestion and we're up to anything that you want. And they sent it to me and I was just like, I love it. I don't know. Why would I change what they originally had in my mind?
During your Tony acceptance speech, what did you say?
I said friendship is magic at the end.
Now I know the real me and put my heart out on the line and let the magic in my heart stay true. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Just like the magic inside of you. Just like the magic inside of you.
We're having the first wedding at BronyCon. So let's make it special.
gathered here on this beautiful day in this wild and wonderful place to witness the union of Amethyst and Zira in holy matrimony. It is entirely proper and fitting that we're performing this ceremony here at BronyCon, in the very beating heart of the Brony community. For this is the community that paved the way for their hearts to come together with all the acceptance and nurturing that this most unique fandom can provide.
Today we observe the union of these two people with the respect the occasion warrants, and a motorcycle ride. What we honor with reverence, however, we also celebrate with great joy. Marriage is, indeed, a perfect garden from which to sow and harvest personal growth. Amethyst and Zira, learn to work together, to laugh together, and to love together.
Sorry, I'm terrible at public speaking. As the years pass, and our summer turns to winter, when your hair has turned to silver, and our memories have turned to gold, know that I will always see you as I do on this very day. My heart has found its forever home with you. For you are my whole world in this life and the next. My wings are spread, ready to soar across the heavens, intertwined with you by my side, never to touch the ground again.
So many years ago, right here at BronyCon, you saw that I needed help, and you asked if I wanted to walk and talk with you. Did you ever think that all these years later, we would still be walking together? The road we've chosen to walk has had its twists and turns, but we navigated every curve. Now that road has led us back here, but instead of two travelers, we are now one.
Amethyst, do you take Zira to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you take this woman to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Zira, do you take Amethyst to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you take this woman to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Groovy. Ladies and gentlemen, fillies and gentlecolds, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church and the great state of Maryland, I now pronounce you, Amethyst and Zira, as wife and wife, lawfully wedded before the universe. And now, to forever seal your union, you may kiss your spouse.
You have heard Jesus call, even now, and you must come. Now, my friend, if you desire, you may join the heavenly choir and rejoice with him, free from every sin, when he sets your world on fire.
I just happened to see him with his dad go, so I went over to the stage and I got the bass. And
We played once before, about 2 years ago. Oh, wow. We just happened to know all the same time.
That's very nicely done.
She's been through hell.
What does it mean to be a family? It means we're here for each other. It means you get to be you and I get to be me. It means I love you just the way you are, and we will encourage each other to get better at being a good human being. It means you belong here. It means that for every one of us.
He was different from the rest of the world. He chose the lovely every time. With a smile, he would bravely soldier on. Yeah, was that such a crime?
You know, life is difficult, especially the teen and young adult years. And researchers have found if you have one good friend, if you have one person you can confide in, that's often enough for you to get through. You don't have to have a huge group. You need some social support. The people you worry about are those who feel totally isolated, totally alone, totally rejected. That's scary. But so what I'd say is reach out to the fandom. You'll find other people who struggle with the same thing. And I think there is within the fandom those resources. Look to the fandom for support. You know, if you can find other bronies, especially that are close by, that you can, even just if you can get together once every couple weeks, have a cup of coffee, watch an episode together.
I confirmed, of course, that it was a My Little Pony reference because I love the show, and it taught me a lot about things that I needed reminding of, which is something that we forget about, how important friends are in your life, and it was something that I really needed to hear because I was very alone. No, I had a relationship, but it was just me and that person, and I wasn't reaching out to friends when I needed them, and I didn't have a very good network of people in my life, and it was kind of the show that was reminding me to reach out to these people in my life and reconnect, and how important it is to have friends in your life, and so that's why the show was really important to me.
It's hard to convince people and my guess is they're reacting to stereotypes. What you might want to do is if you can choose the ones who might be most approachable, find a crack. And if you can begin to get one or two of them to sway, that can begin sometimes. And also, they'll watch you, and as long as you're consistent and you're loving, and hopefully they'll begin to see the impact and they'll come around.
This weekend, to the tune of, drumroll please, $27,454.
A family is like a micro-universe. It takes a great effort to maintain civility. It takes patience to understand intentions with clarity. It needs love and nurturing to hold, to continue. When we can build that in our direct family, then it might be possible to build that with others in the world. It gives the possibility to embrace the community and to find extended family.
And let's make friends.
Thank you all for coming to BronyCon 2018.
There are many different types of families. Some are joined by birth, some are joined by choice. Some are even created that way. And while there are those who might claim otherwise, there is no wrong way to be a family, as long as the spaces between its members are filled with love. Love, it has been noted, is the reason we live. As one of my favorite humans, Carl Sagan, wisely deduced, the world is so exquisite with so much love and moral depth. We should remain grateful every day for the brief but magnificent opportunity that life provides.
We're a long way from Equestria, such a long way. We're a long way from Equestria, a long, long way. skeptical if you would ask me what I watch in my spare time. No, I probably wouldn't tell you what was really on my mind. But lately I've been thinking of a reason I should hide the failures of mention that were painful when it feels so good inside. What can I mention? Fluttershy and a timid love named mine. How she can be herself near animals, so shies away from her own kind. What can I mention? Pinkie Pie and the way she kind of acts a bit like me sometimes. You see, I used to hate that I liked My Little Pony. Not anymore. And I'm proud to be a Brony.
Can't hear you. Oh my gosh. This is wild. You rock. Your faithful student, Twilight is fun. Can you explode twice? It needs to be about 20% cooler. Are you?
I don't want to talk about it.
And they try to make me feel embarrassed. Their attempts have been in vain, but they tell me I'm the one with problems. They're the ones who are insane, but those who watch but won't admit it. Well, you shouldn't be like that, 'cause you could be 20% cooler. 10 seconds fly. Why don't you mention Rainbow Dash and her acrobatic skill? How she will try off in anything just to get a little thrill. Why don't you mention Applejack with the powder of a southern style power of will? See, you don't have to fake that you hate My Little Pony. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout it out. I'm proud to be a Brony, yeah. I'm proud to be My Little Pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My Little Pony. Until you all shared its magic with me.